Welcome to this guided sleep meditation where you will discover the enchanted and mysterious storybook. Are you ready for an adventure? Using your wonderful imagination, you will take a journey into the peaceful ancient forest, where the magical book is waiting just for you. If you're ready to discover the secret hiding place of the Enchanted Story Book, then close your eyes now. Make sure your body is all comfortable and snug for you to relax. Remember, all the meditation magic happens in that dreamy place of being almost awake and almost asleep. Now imagine you are on a family holiday in the countryside. You're staying in a log cabin at the edge of an old, wise forest. Now imagine you are standing outside your cabin in the garden, looking out at the tall trees. Imagine how peaceful it is here. You may easily feel the fresh air, earthy with the smell of fresh grass and wildflowers. You hear the happy chirping of birds, and the lazy humming of bees. The breeze is gentle against your skin. You feel the warm sunshine on your face. The sunlight is bright and glows around you like a glorious force field. You take some deep breaths in and out. You are now feeling so relaxed and connected to the land and to the healthy energies of nature. You start to walk past the flower bed and past the vegetable patch. At the very back of the garden, you push open the wooden gate and close it behind you. A feeling of freedom and excitement washes over you. The forest seems to be inviting you to explore further. You follow a green grass path which winds through the trees. The grass feels soft and fluffy under your bare feet. As you follow the twisting path, you look around you and see, to your surprise, that some of the trees have wise old faces in their ancient, creaky trunks. These big trees are smiling with wisdom and making silly faces as you walk past them. You smile back happily at their kind and funny faces. You notice now that the old trees are looking different ways with their eyes, pointing the way along the path by looking in different directions. You allow the ancient trees to guide you. As you follow the way their eyes are pointing, leading you on a winding path deeper into the forest. You trust that their wisdom is showing you the hidden way. You wonder what you will discover. You follow the secret way of the tree folk to arrive now at a gigantic oak tree. It is the biggest tree you have ever seen. It is utterly magnificent. The oak's thick and gnarled branches spread upwards and outwards, expanding so wide and all of the way up to the top of the forest. It has the kindest, wisest old face in its trunk, almost like that of an ancient wizard. You can see a hollow in its trunk, a natural space big enough for you to climb into, close to the ground. The oak tree smiles down at you, and you sense it is inviting you to explore inside. Feeling very curious and very excited, you climb up and into the hollow. The tree hollow is like a wooden cave and quite mysterious and cozy. In the middle is a small table Resting on the small table is a big leather-bound book. You take a closer look. The book's cover has pictures of magical creatures and strange symbols carved into the leather. It is painted with what looks like real gold around the edges. It looks very old, like it's from a different time in history. You can see that this book was definitely not printed. It looks like it was handmade by an ancient artist. You slowly reach out your hand and run your fingers over the symbols and pictures. So delicately carved into the leather cover. The illustrations on the cover show lions and unicorns and dragons and every animal and magical creature you can imagine. You trace your fingers over the scenes of battles and celebrations, and ancient maps of different lands. With a deep breath, you decide to open the book to see what is inside. As you slowly start to open the heavy cover, a puff of silver dust sparkles up from the book around you. Wow! The glittery dust starts to swirl, dazzling you as little spirals of light dance up from the pages. To your amazement, as you look through the book, you see it contains legends, myths, fairy tales, and some of your favorite stories of all time. They are all here, waiting just for you. The illustrations are some of the most beautifully painted pictures and detailed drawings you have ever seen. The writing has been handwritten in a curly-whirly old script in brown ink. Suddenly, The magic silvery energy dazzles you, and your whole body starts to shrink. You shrink down, smaller and smaller, until you are absolutely tiny, and you are standing on the pages of the story. All the pictures suddenly spring up into 3D around you. The pages have come to life. The characters wave to you and start talking to you. How amazing! You now understand you can choose to be any character in the story. You can be the hero and the most important character in every story if you wish. What fun! Jack and the Beanstalk, Rapunzel, Aladdin and the Magic Lamp, Hercules, Beauty and the Beast, The Folk of the Faraway Tree, The Hobbit. Any story you can possibly imagine is right here waiting for you. Whichever fairy tale place or enchanted storyland you wish to read about and explore, this storybook will take you there instantly. You feel so happy and so alive. This is such an exciting adventure. Which story would you most like to be part of? Which character would you like to meet and go on an adventure with? Which character would you like to be? You have some time now to turn the magical pages and enjoy being a character in any story you wish. When my voice returns, it will be time for your deepest and happiest dreams. Have fun. I'll be with you soon. after having the most wonderful time, turning the pages and living in fairytale storyland. It is time now to return home. You wave goodbye to the characters in the Enchanted Story Book, and they all wave back to you as sparkles of silver dust dazzle around you, and you start to grow bigger and bigger now. Until you are your usual size once more. With both hands, you close the Enchanted Story Book and silently thank it for the fun adventures. You wonder who wrote it and who illustrated it. This remains a mystery for now. You climb out of the hidden hollow in the ancient oak tree, and you give the tree a big hug. Its creaky old face smiles with wisdom and happiness. And now you see the oak tree's eyes look towards the way home. As you walk now past the wise, kind trees, their eyes point and nod you in the direction you need to follow through the forest. Their creaky faces lead the way, smiling down at you and helping you home. When you arrive back to the log cabin, you climb into your warm, cozy bed. Feeling the covers around you, you feel so safe and loved and blissfully happy. As you sleep deeply now, a fun sense of freedom fills your heart. As you drift off into your most wonderful dreams. You know that the Enchanted Story Book is waiting just for you. This magical book is right there resting on the little table in the ancient tree hollow. For you to read and enjoy anytime you wish. Sweet, enchanted storybook dreams.